Hi, and congratulations on applying for a Pinnacle Scholarship. My name is Caitlin Georgeson and I'm a former Pinnacle Scholar, and I'm now the Volunteer Alumni Manager for the Foundation as well. Being a Pinnacle Scholar made a huge difference in my life, and I hope that it will be a huge difference in your life too. The Foundation has provided me with so much support, and we want you to have that opportunity as well. As a Pinnacle Scholar, you'll not only receive financial support, but you'll be matched with a mentor as well that is specifically aligned to you and your needs. My mentor was and still is a source of guidance in my life and in my career. In addition to the financial support and your mentor, a Pinnacle Scholarship also brings you into the Pinnacle community, which we lovingly refer to as the Pinnacle family. The Pinnacle family has been an ongoing source of support for me throughout my career and my life. I look back to when I was considering applying for a Pinnacle Scholarship, and I remember thinking that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy enough, and that I wouldn't be a right fit for the organisation. Believe me when I say that I'm so glad that I applied, and I really hope that you'll take the step and apply too. I know it can be intimidating and it takes time and effort, but it will be worth it, and we really hope that you put forward an application. Believe me when I say that you are good enough and you are worthy enough, and we look forward to welcoming you into the Pinnacle family. In this video, I will be answering some questions that I had and that you have and that many other people have when applying for Pinnacle Scholarships. But if there's anything that isn't covered, please take a look at our website. Please also have a look at the Our Scholars section of our website, where you can see all of the other scholars who have received scholarships over the years. If you have any specific questions, we have a scholarships FAQ page on our website that you should definitely take a look at. You can also take a look at the Family Hub section of our website to learn more about members of the Pinnacle family, not just our scholars. The main question we get asked is, who is eligible to apply for a Pinnacle Scholarship? In terms of age, as of the 15th of September 2020, you will need to be at least 17 years old and younger than 27 years old. You must identify as LGBTIQ+, and you must be an Australian citizen or permanent resident. You must be planning to study full-time next year at an Australian public tertiary institution, i.e. university or TAFE. For further details on our scholarships, please visit the scholarship information page on our website. Once you're ready to begin your scholarship application, you need to have the following information to hand. Number 1, a copy of your academic results for the last 3 years. Number 2, a headshot of yourself for identification during interviews and for use on our website. Number 3, proof of Australian citizenship or permanent residency if you were born overseas. Number 4, if you're not currently enrolled, an indication of where you intend to study next year. It's very important that you supply us with all of this information, as we will not be able to consider your application without it. If you're filling in your application and you feel like taking a break, that's absolutely fine. You can save your application and come back to it at a later date. We understand that circumstances sometimes change, so make sure that you hit save at the bottom of your application if you want to return to it. You can then log back into your application and complete it at a later date. Once you're happy with your application, click submit. But keep in mind that you can't amend your application after you've submitted it, so make sure that you are happy with your responses before you submit your application. Applications open on the 1st of July 2020 and close on the 15th of September 2020 at 5 p.m. We can only accept applications that are submitted within that time period, as we want to give everyone an equal opportunity to be considered. If you have any questions or are unsure about how to respond to a particular question in the application, please email the Program Manager at applications@thepinnaclefoundation.org. One piece of advice that I can give to you is to be as open and honest as you can in your application responses. Your responses will only be viewed by our qualified selection committee. Your privacy is of utmost importance to us, and your information won't be shared beyond that committee. The Pinnacle Foundation ensures that all information that is received is treated with the utmost regard for privacy and confidentiality. We want to get to know you and to hear about your journey, and your application will allow us to do that. There's a dedicated selection committee in each state and territory who will be considering your responses. Our selection committees are guided by selection criteria and eligibility criteria. It's good to remember that even if you have applied for a Pinnacle Scholarship before, you can still apply again so long as you meet the eligibility criteria. If your application is chosen for interview, you'll be invited to attend a Zoom meeting with your local selection committee, who will ask you questions about your application and your goals and aspirations. Our interview panel are friendly members of the LGBTIQ+ community. They have lived experience of many of the situations and circumstances that young LGBTIQ+ Australians face when navigating life and studies. We often get asked if Pinnacle Scholars need to pay their scholarships back. The answer is no. First year Pinnacle Scholars can receive between $5,000 and $7,000. Continuing Pinnacle Scholars can receive between $4,000 and $5,000. It all depends on which scholarship you ultimately receive. Pinnacle Foundation scholarships are multi-year scholarships, and they're designed to support you throughout your studies. Pinnacle scholarships are not loans. Funds will be provided via a debit card. You can use the scholarship funds to purchase study-related items, such as a laptop, textbooks, or uniforms. You can also use the scholarship funds to purchase clothing or shoes associated with your course, or public transport concession passes. In addition, the scholarship funds can be used for living expenses and medical, dental, and optical expenses. You'll receive more information about what you can use your scholarship on when you become a Pinnacle Scholar. As a scholar, you'll be able to chat to our Scholar Manager, who will be able to answer your questions, provide guidance and support, and check in with you regularly throughout your scholarship. Our applicants often ask what the Pinnacle Foundation expects in return for a scholarship. Our vision is to create a more diverse and inclusive society with visible LGBTIQ+ role models. We provide educational scholarships, mentoring, and opportunities for young LGBTIQ+ Australians to reach their full potential. We support young LGBTIQ+ Australians to overcome challenges associated with their identity and to become leaders in their chosen fields. We believe that education is the pathway to success. We want to provide you with the tools for success: financial support, mentoring, and a community that believes in you and provides opportunities for you to reach your goals. We want our scholars to embrace learning, support one another, give back, and have a go, celebrating successes along the way. Pinnacle Foundation scholars come from many different backgrounds. They're pursuing varied career paths and are working to overcome challenges associated with their identity. We support the diversity and individuality of all of our scholars. We also believe that community is key to success, so we want to create a sense of belonging for all of our scholars. The Pinnacle Foundation family is there to support you along your journey. Your fellow scholars will often become lifelong friends. I want to wish you all the best for your scholarship application. Be brave, be bold, and give it a go. I'm so glad that I did. It was such a life-changing experience for me, and I hope it will be for you too. We can't wait to welcome you into the Pinnacle Foundation family.